What's up, folks? Welcome back to another episode of Think Possible Gaming, and this is the boy TPG. And now for this episode, I really want to take some time to talk about something really important: making over $1.5 billion in GTA 5. Now, if you haven't played GTA 5 yet, I'll definitely recommend going picking it up at your local GameStop store, or your local game store, or your local flea market if you want to get even a better deal. So with that said, let's get into today's video. Now, as we move on, folks, I want to also talk to you guys about, another thing that's also important, which is saving money on games. Now, for my channel, I always have flash deals available. And what that means is that whenever there's a flash deal in the Xbox store, I always update it on my channel. So you might want to hit that subscribe button to actually be notified. Actually hit the bell so you're notified whenever I drop a video, because there's always something special in every one of my videos, updating you on different ways you can save a lot of money on games and the different things that are available within different season passes. Now, I'm primarily a Grand Theft Auto 5 and a Assassin's Creed game channel. Those are two of the main games that I play. So most of my content are usually closely within those range, or it's a little bit about other games, but those are usually the things that I usually talk about within my games. Now, let's get into actually talking about how to make this $1.5 billion in GTA 5 story mode. Now, with GTA 5 story mode, folks, if you're not aware of the stock market, you need to get really familiar with it, because it is pretty much the way how you'd make all your money in the game. Now, the hotel assassinations is pretty much where I made over $1.5 billion, and I made that amount of money with I think I made $1.5 billion with Michael, and with Trevor I made $1.2 billion, and with Franklin I made over $1.3 billion. And it was all done through the IGN guide. Now, IGN actually has a really good guide. I'm going to try and attach it to this video of pretty much how you can make a lot of money in GTA 5, and it's really important, right, when you follow these different steps. Now, why would you actually want to make that much money? Now, if you notice, in this game, to purchase the golf course, it actually costs over $500 million. And the golf course make over $260,000 every 7 days of in-game time. So, why would you want to purchase this? I mean, just for the sake of purchasing it, obviously, and also for the fact that you do actually get to play for free if you purchase it with that character that you purchased the game with. And also, like, if you want to purchase all the other amenities in the game, like you want to purchase some boats, yachts, you also want to purchase cars, like all the cars in the game, or if you want to purchase all the different buildings, all different business that you can buy throughout the game. I know Michael has a lot of different movie theaters that you can purchase. Franklin has a lot of different clubs that you can purchase, and you can purchase a golf course. And also Trevor can purchase the different landing zones across the city, and those unlock additional missions. Now, with the assassination missions that you do, the assassination mission that you do within the game, you do not want to do another mission after you do the auto assassination. Now, unfortunately, you have to do the auto assassination in order for you to progress through the game. But after you do the auto assassination, ensure that you do not do another hotel mission until you have completed the game entirely. And the reason being is that for this actual tactic to work, you need to have all the money. You need all the money that you're going to be making from all the different heists throughout the game. Now, the last heist in the game is actually the gold heist, and that gold heist, you make over $5 million, and you need that $5 million to invest it in the stock market to actually flip that and make over $30 million, and then you keep making more money on top of those different money. Now, if you go to the IGN, the link that I showed you, it actually gives you an entire guide of pretty much how you can make this money. Now, before as you can see here, it says that before the better pharmaceuticals is that you can make anywhere from 21% to 80%, and really depending on the game. Now, some of these is that you have to remember that some of these different missions you have to invest in these different companies before and after the mission. So ensure that you look at the guide very carefully and see if you have to invest before the mission or after the mission. Now, I know that the only I think like the only two, the only one that you actually invest after the mission is Gold Coast, and then and for Vapid you have to actually invest. No, for Gold Coast you actually invest before the mission, and for Vapid you would actually invest after you've completed the mission. And for all the other ones, usually a mixture of like before and after of these different companies, and yeah, you make a lot of money. This and within this update, I would say that IGN promised that you'd make $2.1 billion, but I'll be honest, it's not a guarantee. And I was only able to make the max $1.5 billion for all my tries with using these different type of tricks. Now, what you might want to do to actually advance the time, because when you invest in it, you have to wait for the stock market to go up, and when it maxes. Now, pay very keen attention to the percentage that they put on here. Now, this percentage that they put on the IGN guide is not completely true all the time. I found that like with some of them, I invested and I actually made more than the percentage that was put on the website, and sometimes I made even less. So what you want to do is that you also want to create multiple save games. You also want to turn off autosave. And what you're going to do is that you're going to go to bed, and then when you go to bed, it speeds up the time. I know for Michael, the time increases by 6 hours. For Trevor, it increases by 12 hours. And for Franklin, it increases by 8 hours. And you might want to keep going to bed. And after you go to bed, you want to open your app, look at your investment to see how much your investment has gone up, and then you want to go back to bed again. But you might want to save save them in different slots. That way, in case you start losing money, you can always go back to the previous save games. Now, sometimes it's not a guarantee that you'll actually get back all the money when you go to previous save games. I found that sometimes when I revert back to the previous save games, because I've lost some money on an investment, sometimes I lose some percentage, like maybe 5% or 4%. So you actually wanna, use your own instincts here, whenever you're investing, because it's kind of like a simulation of a real stock market. A stock market can go up and a stock market can also go down, and it really depending on the investor and how they have invested. Now, with that said, I just wanted to give you folks an update on this, an IGN's review. If you want, you can also take a look at IGN's actual video and see them talk about it. But within this review, I was only able to make $1.5 billion max on a player, and IGN was able to make $2.1 billion. There are people that made $8 billion, $5 billion. So it really depends on the game itself, and the algorithm of the game, and to determine like how much money you'll make. But I guarantee you that you will be making over $1 billion, and you will be able to purchase everything in the game. So I don't think you need more than $1 billion, because it only costs $500 million to purchase the golf course. So I mean, $1 billion is more than enough and you can purchase. And the most expensive plane in the game is $5 million. So that is more than enough for you to buy everything that you want to buy in the game and truly enjoy the game. Now, with that said, folks, I want to thank you folks for actually tuning in and actually having this chat with me. And please, leave a comment, share, subscribe to this video. This is a very fairly new channel, and I'll be doing a lot of giveaways at 1,000 subscribers. So look in the description below, and you see all the giveaways that I have. I also have a special giveaway planned for Christmas, and I'm hoping that will be an Xbox Series X or a PlayStation 5. That we'll talk about a little bit more once we'll be able to hit 1,000 subscribers and we're able to get some of these videos on and off and going. So I want to thank you folks again for tuning in, and until next time, this is your boy TPG saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.